second stop of the day in Fort Lauderdale, and we are at Think Escape Games. And right outside there are spots that you'll see that have no meters. You should probably find those if you can, because the ones that have meters, you'll have to put parking fees in. Shall we go in? Let's go.
What is popping and unlocking, everybody? It is Brandon from ESCAPETHEROOMers, and we are at Think Escape Games in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm very excited to meet with Michelle. Michelle, how are you?
I'm great.
Great.
It's a Sunday.
And Michelle is the owner of Think Escape Games, so we are going to get to know her a little bit better and also Think Escape Games. Before we get into it, I have to ask you, where are we? Because I'm having a little bit of a fan crush of this room. What's going on? What is this called?
We're in the Mutant X. This is our hardest room and our highest technological room. The only thing we have is one lock. Everything else is full technology. It is our hardest room. I can tell you people get frustrated, but once they walk out that door, even if they've been frustrated the whole time, they leave with smiles.
How could you not? I feel like I'm in like X-Men Disneyland right now.
It's an amazing game. This game there's so many different things. And like when you open stuff, like things that you didn't expect pop out. So that's like one of the most awesome stuff.
And is this your newest room?
It's our second newest room.
Okay.
So as of about a month ago, we opened up, 2-3 weeks ago, we opened up the dollhouse, but this is the room that we did before. This one actually replaced the Laboratory 51, which was our oldest room.
Oh. Well, speaking of all the games that you have, how many do you have available to the public right now?
I have 4 games available right now.
4 games. Which is your most popular? Which is the one that players are booking the most?
So today, the most popular game that's getting booked is the Mayan Ruins. That one it's just beautiful the way it was made. It's like, you feel like you're in the Mayan Ruins. Yeah. And a lot of families love it. But the game that we're definitely known for.
Indiana Jones fan?
Yes, extremely. Like actually, that's the feel that you get the entire time that you're in there.
Right.
You even get a whip and you get like to go for it. Super fun.
It's like, why travel over there? We'll just book a room and Think Escape Games.
Just, it just, the immersion is definitely there, and like the colors, it's just beautiful. It's kind of like with this one, you get all the colors.
The next thing we want to know is, do you build everything on your own, like set design, puzzle designs, storyline? Is that all you?
Yes and no. So all the original games are built 100% in-house. The dollhouse that we just replaced, we did build almost the entire thing on our own. We did buy some props just because they were just difficult to manufacture ourselves. And we just created everything, like the storyline and stuff, ourselves here. With lack of sleep.
Sleep? What's that?
Yeah, non-existent.
What is an obstacle that you faced while creating, I guess for Dollhouse, like for creating it or putting it in and making sure everything works? What was the challenge that you faced while doing so that you needed to figure out?
I think set design. The set design in that room, it's horror-based. It seriously took so much effort to try to figure out how to make it scary. Like I was like, I pictured it in my head and I was like, oh, this is gonna be scary. And then as I was going, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna need to take a class, like specifically for horror, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. This is not scary at all. And so we ended up having to change things around a lot to make it like, okay, now that gives a surprise, that this and that.
Jump
so
scares and
truthfully,
stuff.
that was the biggest part. Puzzle wise, we sat down and I think I figured out the puzzles within like a day or two. I was like, okay, they're gonna do this and 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 then here and then this and this and this and that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and what's the room gonna look like? And everybody was like, and I was like, that's a good question. We'll get there.
So, Dollhouse is your first horror game that you ever built, I'm assuming. All right.
Yes.
I just heard something. Like, this room is giving me the creeps. Like, something moved over there, or where are we? What room? Is this the Dollhouse?
This is the Dollhouse.
Okay, we have to come back for this. I love this type of theme. Cece will bear with it. But yeah, no, we definitely have to come back for it. So we are in the Dollhouse right now, the one she was just mentioning. Thank you for giving us a sneak peek. So the next thing I want to ask is, when you're game mastering, or while others are game mastering, and you take a glance at the camera and see what players are doing in the room, what is something that stood out that a player did? It could be a funny thing, a wow moment, or anything.
There's a lot of different things. So I think the thing that stood out to us the most is, not gonna ruin the study for you, but it did happen in the study. We do sometimes like to put somebody in there to just freak you out a little bit.
Okay.
And one of my game masters decided to go in there and, just stand and just look creepy. And as the players got to that area and they saw her, they freaked out so much that they all fell on top of each other, and then they got up and ran off, and one of them grabbed one of the toy knives and just went like this at her.
Do the knife at your game master.
Yeah, because they were so scared. Like, the first reaction was, let me throw that knife. And it was actually really funny because she was fine.
Okay.
Like, it's okay, she was fine.
It's
a toy knife, so nobody got hurt. But it was just that reaction that it was like, because it was really not a scary kind of moment to trigger something like that. And it made us realize that it doesn't need to be a scary room.
Yeah.
It just needs to be like the fear of the unexpected, and then not expecting to see something. It can trigger that emotion. And it's something we talk about to this day. The video of that specific event can be found on our Instagram as well.
I'm gonna go look.
After the game.
Please drop your IG handle right now for.
Yeah, it's at Think Escape Games.
At Think Escape Games. Hopefully, if you find it, write a comment, and we would love to. Yeah, we're gonna find it as well. It's funny. What's funny to me is when she picked up the toy knife, she didn't realize it's a toy knife, and still threw it.
Just threw it because they were so scared.
Oh,
and it's happened other situations. We've done it again, and we have had people who grab the knife and they're like, I'm gonna stab you, like, don't, I have a knife. And they it's that fear. I don't know. I find fear to be funny because it's just the reactions. Like, you just never know what people are gonna do. So
Michelle, this is exactly why I scream. I do it for you, people like you. I entertain you.
Thank you. That's 100%. Like, when I hear people screaming and when they're leaving, I'm like, you made my day. That is seriously, like, the game may have been frustrating, but when I heard you scream, it was worth it.
Oh, wow. So, Michelle, out of all the rooms that you created, like, I know you don't get to play them, but which one is near and dear to your heart? Like, which one is your favorite?
The study.
Oh, okay.
The study is my absolute favorite here. It is.
Are we still talking about the toy knife throwing game?
Yep.
Okay.
100%. That game is just, it's my absolute favorite here. I think that it's a beautifully made game. Just a lot of unexpected things. There's manual stuff, there's, brain stuff, there's like stuff that's just so obvious, but everybody misses that I love. Mm-hmm. There's that little fear factor for fear of the unknown. It has it all. It will break my heart the day that it has to go, because
it could be a study sequel.
Actually, the study is a sequel.
Oh, okay. So I have a whiskey on the rocks, and Cece will have a pink drink. So we are actually able to order drinks here, though.
You are.
Ah, okay. Full bar or?
No, just beer and wine. So the whiskey, you know, not happening. But
Okay.
I do have beers, ciders, seltzers. I do have vodka and tequila, but they are fermented instead of distilled, but they taste exactly the same. They're delicious, actually.
And so you have to order it before, or can you have it in the room, or?
You can order before, during the room, after the room. It really doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness.
We have it all.
Wow, you are brave.
One of our biggest things, it will show at some point, is all you have to do is press the button and we will bring drinks out to you during the game.
Oh my goodness, they actually have service. Wow, okay. And then you just bring it to the room and...
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Room service to make
Who wants
everybody
to
happy.
leave the room? You can just be in there drinking and playing all day.
They tend to want to leave after a little bit.
Well, it depends on which game you're playing. If you're playing a horror game, like, you might want to try to get out.
No, they have a lot of fun. I think the drinks help a lot for, you know, to just kind of like relax a little bit. In a tense situation, you still feel like, you know, you're hanging out. It's a night out with your friends, with your partner or whatever.
Yeah.
We do a lot of specials because of that with like Valentine's Day. So like this year on Valentine's Day, we did like booking the room gave you a free bottle of wine to have in the room. And we were booked. Like I actually had to open up more bookings throughout the day just because of how many people were coming out.
Wow.
And people were just enjoying like just being with their loved one and just
Yeah.
having a glass of wine.
It's like a Valentine's Day package of escape rooms and wine, and you know, going to one place and doing that.
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool. So I'm gonna ask you a question. It's gonna be really hard for you because I feel like you play a good amount of escape rooms. Like you're an enthusiast yourself. What is one that stood out for you? It doesn't have to be a favorite. Just give me like a company and the game. If you have more than one, love to hear both of them. If you want to give a shout out, it's up to you.
All right, so the game and the company that has stood out to me the most down here in South Florida is Nexus Escape Room, which I know you guys missed. You guys missed.
Which game?
Polly's Problematic.
All right, we have to go back for
I would
Thanksgiving.
say just, you know, drive down. Just go. I'm pretty sure they'll figure out a way to get you in. But like, it's you do not want to miss that game. You know what? It was a game that I was waiting for them to open.
Right.
I had played both of their other games before, and they're
Okay.
good games. That game, I went in with two of my girlfriends and my husband, and it was such a different game because
Yeah.
we were just laughing the entire time. Like there was, the stress of like, we have 1 hour to escape and we have to figure everything out. But it was just, we were enjoying it. Like it was like, not like, you don't let the stress get to you because
Right.
you're just dying laughing. And like, you have to stop for a second because you just can't continue because it's so great. Like,
Yeah.
I think like, I don't know, when you play it, you'll realize, but I don't know where their brain like got all of, I'm pretty sure their browser history is definitely not, they probably don't want people to look
Yeah,
at
or
it.
they're-
But I swear to God, they made just such an enjoyable game that like I would play it again
Yeah.
with more people just to like see them laugh and see their reactions,
That's
because
so
it was
great.
just one of those experiences that it's like, to this day, I have customers come in and they're like, we get a lot of vacation, a lot of people on vacation or business trips, and they're like, oh, I'm leaving tomorrow. And I'm like, before you leave, book this. And then they go over there and I get the phone call afterwards like, thank you. Like
Yeah.
that was amazing. That was a great game. So.
Yeah, I mean, for those who don't know, it is an adult game. It's for 18 and up, right? We haven't played it yet. We've just been hearing so many great things about it. So we might have to, it's another one on the list. But thank you for sharing that, and shout out to Nexus. The last thing we want to know is to get to know you a little bit better. What is something that most people would not know about you outside of like Think Escape games, outside of escape rooms in general, like a talent, a hobby, an interest, something you like to do?
I like to sing. I do sing. was huge growing up singing. I had like a band and stuff when I was younger, and then I went in and started doing karaoke, and I did karaoke 7 days a week, every single night until 1 in the morning. I tried out for American Idol, but I didn't make it anywhere where it's like recorded, thankfully, because that way I don't have anybody.
You made it a couple rounds.
Like that way nobody can actually, you know. Nobody can find the video of that.
I'll see what I can do.
But yeah, it was so many years ago too. But it's just something that I have always really, really enjoyed. And so, you know, my employees get to hear me now and then, like all of a sudden, like a song will come up and I'm like, all of a sudden I'll just break down into song and they're like, oh my God, here she goes again.
I mean, I don't believe you, so, you know, I might need like, I'm not sure if you want to persuade me to believe you, if you want to.
Again, camera shy, so.
Wait, you said you just blurred out, start singing in front of your game
I do here, but I'm not on camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might hear me at some point. Like I might like unmute the microphone while you guys are in the game, and all of a sudden you'll just hear like an opera going on in the background.
So you're saying we should keep the mic on the whole time, just in case we catch you?
Just in case.
All right. Well, hey Michelle, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
We're really excited to get in there. Check out our website, escapetheroomers.com, and also do not forget to visit their website for Think Escape Games, which is
thinkescapegames.com.
Oh, see, real easy. There you go. And also, make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel because we're giving you sneak peeks of what to expect when you get to these locations, the parking lot, the lobby area, the inside of some of the games. But more importantly, I think we'll show you what the big deal is and give you a trailer of right now.
Left for me to move. Time is running out, gotta figure something out.